बाद आउज़ बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम लक़द जाअकुम रसूलुम मिन अनफुसिकुम अज़ीज़ुन अलैहि मा अनित्तुम हरीसुन अलैकुम बिल मुमिनीना रऊफ़ुर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली अल्लाहुम्मा अरिनल हक़्क़ हक़्क़न वरज़ुक़ना इत्तिबाअ व अरिनल बातिला बातिलन वरज़ुक़ना इज्तिनाबा आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन. Imam Nawawi rahmatullah alayhi has said about the hadith which I am about to share with you, that if you want to know the conclusion of the whole Deen al-Islam, then this hadith is good enough. In this hadith, which is narrated by Imam Muslim, Nabi Pak Sallallahu says, Ad-Deenu an-Nasiha, Ad-Deenu an-Nasiha, Ad-Deenu an-Nasiha. Qulna liman qala lillahi wal kitabihi wali rasulihi wali aimmatal muslimin wa amatihim. Nabi Pak Sallallahu said 3 times, Ad-Deenu an-Nasiha. What is Deen and what is Nasiha? Most of the time you will see a very limited translation of this word an-Nasiha, advice. Deen is nothing but good advice. Limited understanding of the word Nasiha. So inshallah today I will open this word an-Nasiha. Deen is the whole Deen. All dimensions of life, from personal life to social life to political life. Here Prophet ﷺ is giving us the script that all dimensions of your life, the best thing for them, the base of it, the foundation of is an-Nasiha. Nasiha, the very good translation in Urdu is khair khwahi. When you want to understand this word in English, I have to give you 4 words to explain this one word. Number 1 is genuineness, that you should be genuine. In the hadith, let me give you the translation. Prophet ﷺ is saying, Ad-Deenu Nasiha. Sahaba asked, Ya Rasulullah, Nasiha to whom? And Prophet ﷺ gives 5. To Lillahi, to your Rabb, Rabbul Alameen, His book, His Messenger, and your rulers, and to human being, the humanity at large. So Prophet is covering all dimensions of life. Ta'alluq bil Rabb, Ta'alluq bil Kitab, Ta'alluq bil Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ta'alluq bil your rulers, and Ta'alluq bin Nas. The 4 words which will explain this an-Nasiha. The one is genuineness, that you are a genuine person. You are not a fake person. Your relationship is not just superficial relationship. Whatever you are saying, whatever you are believing, whatever your actions are, they are based on genuineness. You are a genuine person. The second is truthfulness. You're a truthful person. And you are truthful towards all these 5 relationships. Third word is sincerity. And the 4th word which will explain this Nasiha is you are a loving person. Now let me explain a little bit what is khair khwahi. Quran and Hadith teaches us that whenever you deal with somebody, deal in a way you put yourself in their shoes. You put yourself in their position. That when dealing with humanity, you should always be thinking good about the person in front of you. He should not or she should not expect anything bad from you. And that can only happen that if you are a genuine person, if you are a loving, truthful person, and if you are sincere in the relationship. Wallahi, if we practice just this hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all dimensions of our life can become Jannah. can become paradise in this dunya, that if I am genuine, truthful, sincere and loving person towards everybody around me, and whenever I am talking to them, I am very transparent person. I am not a fake person. It's not that I am uttering something from my tongue, but there is something else is going on in my mind. You have seen relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. If we have khair khwahi, and if I am a well-wisher, if I am a truthful, genuine person, and if I am a loving person, then I will take my mother-in-law, I will think about her like I think about my own mother. I will deal with her, I will have thoughts about her like I have thought about my own mother. And let's flip this coin. As a mother-in-law, if you have daughter-in-law in your home, you have feelings about her like the feeling you have for your own daughter. You will give her space and room. You will think for her benefit, for her well wishes, like you think for your own daughter. That will translate in a relationship that our homes will become Jannah. Fact of the matter is, our hearts are in control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And somehow, I have experienced that if you are a truthful person, and if you are an honest person, if you are a sincere person, if you are really a loving person for person in front of you, this will get transmitted in his heart by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that person will automatically will love you, will like you, will respect you, will regard you. But in your conversation, in your dealing, in your communication, if the person will feel that this person is not a truthful person, this person is not an honest person, this person is not a sincere person, this person is not a loving person, then automatically in his heart he gets the feeling, and the distances starts creating and developing between the two personalities. This is the beauty of this Deen al-Islam. And this is how this Deen was spreaded all around the world. Because of our trueness, because of our truthfulness, because of our sincerity, and because of our honesty and love. And the ayah of Surah Tawbah, which I read in front of you, this was the personality of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Quran is saying, لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ عَزِيزٌ عَلَيْهِ مَا عَنِتُّمْ حَرِيصٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. This Nabi is Haris, and he is always worried about your success. If you go through any pain, he feels your pain more than what you feel. And he is ready to do everything possible to make sure that you are comfortable not only in this dunya, but in the dunya hereafter. If I conclude all ahadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about our interpersonal relationship between human to human, whenever in any hadith it is mentioned about Muslim to Muslim relationship, most of the places Prophet ﷺ is talking about humanity at large. Because when he is referring Muslim to Muslim relationship, he is talking about a community of Muslims. But community of Muslims should have better relationship towards non-Muslims more than even Muslims. And I have explained that to you in the past. And I have given you one example of one of the shayukh when he was saying that if I have two neighbors, one is Muslim and one is non-Muslim, and both are of equal quality, they both are the same, but if there is a need comes, I will ignore Muslim and I will go and help the non-Muslim. This is the teaching of our Deen, my brothers and my sisters. If I conclude all the ahadith of Prophet Muhammad about our interpersonal relationship, human to human, the bottom line message is that you will like for your brother what you like for yourself. You will not leave him alone. You will always be with him no matter what situation comes. You will always prefer your brother on yourself. And one of the sheikh says, best of the food is that you stay hungry and you feed your brother. That is the most delicious food in our culture and in our relationship from brother to brother. My respected brothers and my sisters, that when I am khair khwa and I am a well-wisher of other person, what exactly practically it means in the community. I was listening to one lecture of Junaid Jamshed yesterday. And when he was saying that when I was going through, I gave up the music industry and I was starting my new business and I had nothing. Last 100 rupees I had, I gave it to my wife and I said, listen, I have these last 100 rupees, which is less than 50 cents. Don't ask me anything tomorrow. He says, then when I was starting a business and my partner says you have to pitch in 25 lakh rupees, I had not even 100 rupees, so where I am going to bring 25 lakh rupees? He said, I started selling my stuff. And best of my friends, if I have a thing of 100 rupee, they were offering me 25 rupee. This deen is about an-nasiha, that you should be well-wisher of your brother. And let me share with you a couple of hadiths to explain it more. There was one Sahabi, Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, he asked his ghulam, his slave, servant, to go and buy a horse. He was in need of good horse. He goes in the marketplace and brings a horse and says to his master that I got very good deal. This horse is of 300 dinar. The master looks at the horse and he says, this is not of 300 dinar, brother. So the owner of the horse was there. He says, what about if I give you 400 dinar? The seller says, okay, that's fine. He says, what about if I give you 500 dinar? Even better. What about the one who was ready to sell for 300 dinar? Now he is getting offer from the buyer that let me give you 400, let me give you 500, let me give you 600, let me give you 700. Then it settles, he says that I want to give you 800 dinar for the horse that you were willing to sell for 300 dinar, because I have heard from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if somebody is selling you something and you think the price he is asking is less than the price it deserves, then try to do your best as much as you can give. And I know the price of this horse is 1,000 dinar, but I only have 800 dinar. And according to Hadeeth, whatever best I can offer, I am offering you today, brother. Instead of taking advantage of a brother, he is going through difficulty. It happens every day in our life, my brothers and my sisters, that some of us go through difficulty and we all try to take advantage of their difficulty. Knowing that this brother is going through difficult time, instead of going and helping him, we rather want to take advantage of his misery, his difficulty and his hardship. There was a time after one of the battle, Ghazwa, Prophet Muhammad was coming and he was in the very back end of the caravan. And he sees Hazrat Jabir bin Abdullah Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, and he is on a camel and the camel is hardly moving. And Prophet poked his stick to that camel and that camel started running. And when Jabir Raziyallahu ta'ala anhu looks back, he sees Prophet Muhammad and Prophet asked him, why your camel is so lazy and walking so slow? conversation started. You might have heard this hadith. I'm not going to go in whole detail of that hadith, but end of the day, what happens? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the conversation realized that Jabir is going through a difficulty. Jabir, who has 7 sisters and he is the only brother, and his father Abdullah passed away, got martyred in the battle of Uhud. He has nobody to support the family but Jabir alone, and he is going through a difficulty. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Jabir, do you want to make a deal with me? He says, Ya Rasulullah, yeah, I am willing to make a deal. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says to him, I want to buy your camel. And then Prophet ﷺ start offering the price of his camel, and he is keep increasing the price. And Jabir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is saying, Prophet ﷺ, it doesn't worth that much, Ya Rasulullah, it doesn't worth that much that you are offering me. Then what happens? End of the day, Prophet ﷺ reaches Masjid al-Nabawi and says to Bilal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Bilal, when Jabir comes, give him this much money and also give his camel back to him. Not only give him the money, give his camel back to him. Because Jabir is in need. Jabir needs some shoulder. Jabir needs some support.